There is a moment, and most homeowners on the main line know exactly what I'm talking about. When you walk through your house and realize this place was built for a different season of your life. The kids are grown, the rooms sit quiet, and you are spending every weekend maintaining a home that no longer fits who you are. If that moment has arrived for you, this video is going to be one of the most useful things you watch this year. We are covering every realistic downsizing option available right now on the main line. Townhomes, condos, smaller single-family homes, and 50 plus communities. So you can make a clear-eyed decision about what your next chapter looks like. I'm Mila, and I specialize in helping buyers and sellers in the Philadelphia suburbs, including the main line. If you are seriously considering buying or selling in the main line, I would love to help you put together a personalized game plan. There is a cell phone number on the screen. Call or text me. Today, we are going to deep on downsizing, specifically the four main paths available to homeowners on the main line right now: townhomes, condos, smaller single-family homes, and age-qualified communities. By the end of this video, you will know what each option involves, roughly what it costs, and the questions you should be asking before you make any decisions. Let's get into it. Before we talk options, let's talk about why, because the motivation behind the downsizing decision shapes everything that comes after it. For most homeowners on the main line who reach out to me about this, the conversation tends to center on three things. First, they built significant equity in many cases, more than they expected, and they want to put that equity to work rather than having it sit on the house that's become expensive to maintain. Second, they are thinking about lifestyle. A smaller home means less upkeep, lower quality costs, utility costs. A smaller home means less upkeep, lower utility costs, and more flexibility. And third, many are thinking about proximity, staying closer to friends, family, restaurants, and walkable downtowns they've come to love. Equity is the agent, lifestyle is the destination. The right home type is what connects the two. According to data from National Association of Realtors 2025, and the median 10 years in a home before selling has been around 10 to 13 years nationally. But on the main line, where many homeowners bought during earlier, more affordable cycles, the equity accumulation over the last 15 plus years has been substantial. That creates real opportunity. Now, what does the main line downsizing market actually look like? The short answer is it is more varied than most people expect. You have everything from attached townhomes and walkable borough settings to high amenity condo buildings to smaller detached homes that have been thoughtfully updated to purpose built active adult communities on the edge of the corridor. That creates real optionality. Now, what does the mainline downsizing market actually look like? The short answer is it's more varied than most people expect. You have everything from attached townhomes in walkable borough settings to high amenity condo buildings to smaller detached homes that have been thoughtfully updated To purpose built active adult communities on the edge of the corridor. Each one serves a different profile. Let's go through them one by one. Townhomes are probably the most common downsizing destination for mainline homeowners who want to stay close to the action. The appeal is straightforward. You give up the yard maintenance and the exterior upkeep, but you keep the feeling of the real home. You have your own front door, you typically have multiple floors, and in many cases, you are walking distance to a train station, a restaurant, a coffee shop. On the main line. Townhome pricing varies significantly by location and finish level. You will generally find a wide range from properties in the mid 400s to well over a million or so of the walkable settings. What drives the premium is typically the borough location, the quality of the build, and the HOA structure. Newer construction townhomes often carry higher HOA fees that cover exterior maintenance, landscaping, and sometimes amenities. So it's important to factor that into your monthly cost picture. One thing I tell clients considering townhomes: look carefully at the HOA documents. The monthly fee is just the headline number. What matters is the reserve fund, what's covered and what is not. That due diligence can save you from surprises down the road. Condos offer a different value proposition, and they tend to appeal to homeowners who want to the highest degree of simplicity. No exterior maintenance whatsoever, typically one floor, often elevator access, and in many buildings, amenities like fitness facilities, concierge services, or secure parking. The mainline condo market is more limited in inventory than the townhome market, which tends to support pricing. Well-located condos, particularly those near Ardmore, Haverford, or Wayne, have held their value steadily. The trade-off is space. You are generally looking at smaller square footage than a townhome, and your ability to personalize the unit is more limited. For homeowners coming out of 4 or 5 bedroom colonial, the adjustment to condo living is real. Always recommend that clients spend time in the building and the neighborhood before committing, not just a showing, but an actual walk through the community at different times of day. The lifestyle fit matters as much as the floor plan. This is the option that often gets overlooked in the downsizing conversation, but it's worth talking seriously. There are pockets on the main line in communities like Narbers, Bryn Mawr, and parts of the Haverford and Melvin, where smaller detached homes exist at price points that make genuine sense for homeowner coming out of a large home property. The appeal here is privacy and control. You still own the land. There is no HOA telling you what color you can paint your shutters, and a well chosen smaller single family home property, updated, right size for two people, can be significantly more manageable than a large colonial without sacrificing the things that make mainline living attractive. The challenge is inventory. These properties are competitive. When a well priced, well maintained smaller home comes to market in a walkable location, it tends to move quickly. If this is your preferred path, you want to be working with an agent who knows where these opportunities are before they hit zero. There are growing number of age-qualified communities on and around the mainline corridor, particularly in communities like Melvin, Devon, and Berwyn that offer a purpose-built living environment. These communities are designed for residents 55 and older, meaning they legally permitted under the Housing for Older Persons Act to operate with that age requirement. What many of these communities offer is a combination of low maintenance living, social programming, and often resort style amenities, pools, fitness centers, organized activities. The price range is broad. Some communities are mid market with modest monthly fees. Others are premium developments with higher entry prices and comprehensive amenity packages. If this type of community appeals to you, the researching process is its own education. I would recommend touring multiple communities, reviewing financial carefully, and understanding what the resale market looks like within the community before committing. Not all of these developments have the same liquidity when it comes time to sell, but now you have a sense of the landscape. But knowing the option is only half the work. The other half is getting clear on your own priorities, because the right choice is going to look different for every household. Here's the questions I walk through with every client who's thinking about downsizing move on the main line. Question one: what does your time look like? Are you thinking about making this move in the next 6 months? Or is the 2 to 3 years planning horizon? The answer changes the strategy significantly. If you are further out, you have the flexibility to wait for the right property. If you are ready to move, you need to understand current inventory levels and be prepared to act. Right now, on the main line, inventory remains relatively constrained. In the most sought after price ranges, which means buyers who are serious need to be pre-qualified, clear on their criteria, and ready to move when the right property appears. Question two: what will you do with the equity? This is often the most consequential part of the conversation. Many mainline homeowners who purchased 10, 15, or 20 years ago are sitting on substantial equity. How you deploy that equity, whatever you put it into the next home, invest it, or use it to fund other priorities, is a financial planning question as much as real estate one. I always recommend that clients have a conversation with their financial advisor before committing to a move. Not because real estate isn't a good use of equity, it often is, but because the decision looks different depending on your overall financial picture. Question three: what does low maintenance actually mean to you? This is a question that sounds obvious but often reveals real differences in priorities. For some people, low maintenance means no yard work at all. A condo is the right answer. For others, it means a smaller yard they can still garden in, and a house or small single family home fits better. And for others, it means a full service community where everything is handled, an age qualified community with comprehensive amenities. There is no right answer. But getting specific about what you actually want your daily life to look like is the fastest path to the right priority property type. Question 4. How important is walkability and transit? The main line is served by SEPTA Paoli Turnerdale Regional Rail Line, which connects communities from Central City, Philadelphia, all the way out through Wayne, Berwyn, Melvin, and beyond. For homeowners who want to stay connected to the city or who have adult children working in Philadelphia, proximity to a regional rail station can be a significant quality of the life factor. Not every downsizing option is equally workable. Borough-based townhomes and condos tend to offer the strongest workability scores. Single-family homes on the outer edges of the corridor and some active adults communities will be more car dependent. If walkability matters to you, it should be a primary filter in your search, not an afterthought. Question 5. What does the selling side of these transactions look like? Downsizing on the main line usually involves two transactions happening in close proximity: selling your current home and buying something new. Those two timelines need to be carefully coordinated. Getting this wrong can mean carrying two mortgages or worse, being homeless between closings. There are several ways to structure this depending on your financial position and your risk tolerance. Contingents offer bridge loans, renting temporarily, or selling first and buying after. Each approach has trade-offs. The right structure depends on your specific situation, and it's something you want to plan deliberately rather than improvise. The most successful downsizing movers on the main line aren't spontaneous. They are planned 6 to 12 months out, and that preparation is what makes the transition feel smooth rather than stressful. Let's bring this together. Downsizing on the main line is not a one size fits all decisions, and the good news is that the options here are genuinely strong, whether you are drawn to the energy of the walkable borough townhome, the simplicity of a condo, the privacy of the well-chosen small home, or the community feel of an active adult development. There is a path that fits your priorities. The key is being honest with yourself about what you actually want, not just what sounds good in theory. And then making sure the real estate strategy you build supports then that vision. On both the selling side and the buying side, if you're seriously considering a downsizing move on the main line and you would like to talk through your specific situation, reach out. There is a phone number on the screen or text me. I work with homeowners at every stage of this conversation, whether you are 6 months out or just starting to think it through. No pressure, just honest advice. If this video was helpful, please subscribe if you want more honest, practical real estate content about the Philadelphia suburbs. And see you in the next video.